Welcome everyone back to the Crimson 15 podcast. I'm your host, Crimson Sen.
15 PCA.
87454.
Be sure to check us out over on Twitter at C15 Podcast. Join the discussion over on Discord, link in the description below. And if you're enjoying the videos, be sure to sub, like, share, and hit that bell for notifications. So, Hazbin Hotel is finally coming out next year, and they had a trailer. Amazon Prime. It's not really a trailer as much as it is part of one of the songs, which is such a huge thing in this world of same thing in Hell of a Boss. Like it's just a lot of music. Like it's like a musical, and I know a lot of people like that stuff, but it can be distracting. I don't like a lot of musicals. There's maybe 2 or 3 that I can sit through and I really, really do enjoy. But for the most part, when characters just burst into song and it makes sense in the world of a musical, it's not like everyone else doesn't get why people are singing. But in this, they make like a reference like, oh, I can't believe she's singing. Oh no. So it's everyone else is irritated by it. Like the characters in the actual show are irritated by it. And I don't know if this is meta or whatever, but it's a bit much. Even though I do like the songs, like in the pilot, it had good music, but it was like 40% songs. And I just hope this isn't the same thing with the actual show. Okay, 1 or 2 songs every 4 or 5 episodes. Not a song in every single episode. I got a feeling they might do something like that, where there's going to be a big musical number. And it just, I can see how that can turn some people off, but it can really turn some people on because there's a lot of theater kids. This show was made by theater kids. Besides that, we have the animation. I'm sorry, the animation looks bad. It's very stiff. It's very flat. Go back and watch the pilot. And while it looks similar, when you watch them back to back, you can start seeing a lot of differences, and especially with the movements. And you think during the big musical number, that's where you dump in all of your budget, right? That's where you want to make it look good. You want to be really seamless and smooth. And it's not. Charlie's running up the stairs and it's skip frame. It looks bad. It's choppy as hell. And this is what you're showing people to get them excited. I don't know. I wanted it to look better, and somehow it looks worse than the pilot. Did they lose money? Did they spend it all on Hell of a Boss? Are they blowing the money on trips to Tahiti? I don't know what's going on, but the budget, it's not being spent on the animation. The voice acting's amazing. I love all the voice acting. All the characters sound great. The dialogue, the same thing. I have the same issue with Hell of a Boss. Cussing in video games and movies, animations, if it's stilted and you're just saying, oh, she's a B word and oh, this is going to be a great effing day. When you talk like that without it being natural, it just feels like, oh, it's a Mad Lib. Insert bad word. Oh, cuss word here. And then you read the line and it just feels like it's not natural. Cussing should be more like how people talk, but this is just more like, oh, that's the written line, say the cuss word. Because there's a scene where she's singing and she runs out the door and it's like, oh, that B word is singing down the street. And it's like, and then Charlie says, it's going to be a great effing day in hell. It doesn't come off as genuine. I'm saying I want genuine cussing that really means something, right? But it just like the animation, it's stilted and it's flat. That's all the trailer. And I guess from what I can decipher from it, I don't go digging deep into the lore, but she's singing about having a meeting with heaven because her whole idea is to rehabilitate demons so they can go to heaven. So there's not so many demons or people who are damned to hell. And she's going to have a meeting, I'm assuming meeting with angels or something. And this is where things are going to get turned around and they're going to love my plan. I get a feeling they're going to hate her and heaven's evil and hell's the good place. Because in Hell of a Boss, they made to where hell isn't all that bad. It's basically a never-ending party where you can do whatever you want, have fun, have families, fall in love, have children. And it's pretty much just what it is on Earth, where like, of course, there's relationship problems and everything, but it's pretty much just a regular place. There's amusement parks, there's fun, It's just, there's no punishment in hell. Like there isn't like oh, you did bad things in life, now you're going to hell and you're going to be punished for those things. No, you just happen to live in hell. That's all it happens. So what's the point of rehabilitating demons or evil people when they're already essentially good people? That we've seen that in Hell of a Boss, where everyone's pretty much a good guy. Even the bad guys, like the rulers of the different levels of hell, are good people. Oh no, I'm the head evil person of gluttony. Oh, don't take it too far to excess, and they don't they don't want you going too hard at the liquor and stuff. What? Why would gluttony would want you to do these things to the point that it destroys you? That's the whole point. But in this version of hell, they're nice and they don't want you to do that. Oh, lust and sexual stuff. Oh, it has to be between two consenting adults. This is hell. You can only imagine what horrible, awful, terrible things are happening in hell. But this version, it's like someone on Twitter, I forget who said it. It's like soft edgy. Ooh, it's hell, and they say cuss words, but they still respect your pronouns. It's just silly things like that just makes me go, eh? I don't know. I was super excited for Hazbin Hotel when the concept. I'm like, oh, there's a good person in hell trying to help, but then people are going to be trying to corrupt her and, try to ruin her plans and build her up just to knock her down. And like, oh, okay, I kind of get this. And, trying to save people in hell. But then Hell of a Boss came out and then kind of nixed the whole idea, because what's the point when everyone is essentially already good? So what's there to be redeemed? And then the animation got worse. So I don't know. I'll probably check out a few episodes, but I don't know. It just really feels like the concept got overrun by the art style. And then I'm not even talking about the fandom. Oh my God, the fandom is something else. You want to meet a group of people that are absolutely bat insane. This fandom and the defense of Vizzy, like, okay, I know you like your creators, but it's beyond hero worship. It's like God worship, and I ran into this issue with She-Ra, and the way that at the time with Stevenson, the way that they would go and be like, oh my God, the greatest story ever told. Calm down. We know you think you're the characters. We know you think that this is like what you want it to be when you go to hell. It's just like, there's going to be a big surprise for you guys when it really happens. And I know people are like, oh, it's just a story. They just want to have a fun time. To an extent, I really do think these people really do hate the concept of a heaven. And they really do hate the idea that you will be punished for doing horrible, awful things in real life. But I don't know. We'll see. I hope the music doesn't take it over. I hope I don't know if the animation can get better, but if this is the showcase of what you want people to get excited for your show and it's stiff and flat, it's going to be a rough time. Crimson Sin here. Thanks for watching the video. Remember, liking, subscribing, sharing, and commenting on the video really helps out a lot. It gets the video spread around more people get to see the videos, and we get to make more videos for you guys. So thank you, and we appreciate every single one of you guys.